Good evening. I want you to picture something, a simple, everyday moment. A man is in his garage. He reaches for a bag of potting soil, the same 40-pound bag he's lifted 100 times before. But this time he hesitates. A voice in his head, one that never used to be there, whispers, "Careful. Maybe get someone younger. Maybe you shouldn't." That moment of hesitation. That quiet, internal negotiation with a bag of soil, that is not aging. That is surrender, and it is utterly, completely reversible. For decades, we've been sold a lie that getting older means getting weaker, that aches, fatigue, and the slow shrinking of your strength are just your body's invoice for a life well lived. I am here tonight to tell you that invoice is a fake. The primary driver of this so-called inevitable decline isn't time itself. It is a series of specific biological changes. And where there is a change in biology, there is an opportunity for a strategic, powerful response. Let's dive deep into the first and perhaps most fundamental battle, the anabolic resistance siege. Imagine your muscle tissue as a bustling construction site. In your youth, the foreman, let's call him mTOR, a key cellular regulator, is alert, efficient, and hungry for materials. When you deliver protein, the bricks and mortar of muscle, the site springs into action. The materials are instantly unloaded, and the work of repair and building new structures begins with vigor. After 50, the scene changes profoundly. The foreman has become distracted, somewhat deaf, and skeptical of deliveries. The gates don't swing open as readily. This is anabolic resistance, a state where your body, and specifically your skeletal muscle, becomes stubbornly less responsive to the anabolic or building signals from both protein intake and the stimulus of exercise. The amino acids from that chicken breast or whey protein shake circulate in your bloodstream, but they are more likely to be redirected for other metabolic processes or even converted to glucose, rather than being efficiently ushered into muscle tissue for synthesis. The knock-on effect is profound. Without this efficient repair process, the natural tears caused by strength training aren't fully patched. Over time, the balance tips inexorably toward catabolism breakdown, and muscle mass slowly erodes. This isn't about laziness or poor diet, it's a documented biochemical recalcitrance. Several culprits drive this siege. Chronic, low-grade inflammation releases cytokines that directly interfere with the anabolic signaling pathways, jamming the communication lines. Sedentary behavior tells the body that maintaining large muscle reserves is an unnecessary energy expense, so it downregulates the entire maintenance system. Furthermore, a degree of insulin resistance can impair the nutrient shuttling mechanism that helps get amino acids into the muscle cells. The terrifying beauty of this problem, however, is its reversibility. The reversal strategy is not a vague eat more protein. It is a precise, tactical maneuver designed to overwhelm the resistance. First, you must dramatically increase the leucine threshold. Leucine, an essential amino acid found abundantly in animal proteins, is the master key that unlocks the mTOR pathway. Younger muscles might activate with 2-3 grams of leucine per meal. Aging muscles often require 3-4 grams. This means the quality and quantity of protein per sitting become non-negotiable. A scant chicken breast won't cut it. You need a substantial, leucine-rich serving. Think a large piece of salmon, a full cup of cottage cheese, or a specifically dosed protein supplement. To create the necessary spike in blood amino acids that shouts through the resistance, second, timing becomes a weapon. Consuming this potent dose of protein within the 30 to 60 minute anabolic window after resistance training is critical. Exercise temporarily sensitizes the muscle cells, making the mTOR pathway more receptive. By flooding the system with building blocks at this moment of heightened receptivity, you exploit a physiological vulnerability in the siege. You are essentially combining a loud signal, the exercise, with an undeniable delivery of materials, the protein. Finally, support this primary tactic with synergistic nutrients. Ensuring adequate vitamin D status optimizes the muscle cell's environment for protein synthesis. Omega-3 fatty acids from fish oil help reduce the inflammatory milieu that contributes to the resistance. This is a coordinated biological campaign. You are not just eating a meal, you are executing a targeted strike to force open the gates of a reluctant construction site, demanding it get back to work, and providing the elite-grade material to make that work not just possible, but inevitable. This is how you begin to turn the tide, brick by metabolic brick. Let us be unequivocally clear. The path laid out before you is not a gentle suggestion for better health. It is a declaration of biological independence. We have dismantled the myth of inevitable decline and exposed it for what it truly is, a series of passive surrenders to 6 specific, conquerable forces. The narrative that has been sold to you that your best strength is behind you, archived in yearbooks and old trophies, is a story written by those who gave up. It is not your story unless you choose to sign your name to it. From the cellular skepticism of anabolic resistance to the quiet corrosion of inflammation, from the faded signals of your neurology to the stolen recovery of poor habits, each point of decline is matched by a precise point of attack. This is not about fighting your age. It is about fighting for your capability within it. The man in the garage is not a victim of time. He is at a crossroads, holding a map that details every saboteur on his path, and more importantly, every strategy to disarm them. Therefore, this endeavor transcends the physical. Reclaiming your strength is the most profound act of self-respect for the second half of your life. It is the reintegration of body and will. When you strategically consume protein to breach the anabolic resistance, you are practicing biochemical defiance. When you prioritize sleep to balance your hormones, you are declaring that your time for restoration is sacred. When you perform a powerful, explosive movement to reconnect your nervous system, you are quite literally rewiring your identity from one of caution to one of command. Each conscious choice is a vote for a different future. It is the repurposing of your strength, no longer for external validation, but for a profound, internalized purpose, to be a force of nature in your own life and a pillar of unwavering presence for those you love. Implementing this is not a chaotic overhaul, it is a systemic, disciplined campaign. You will not win by random acts of effort, any more than you would build a cathedral with scattered bricks. You win by consistency in the protocol, the daily targeted nutrition that starves inflammation and feeds muscle, the intelligent training that challenges power and honors recovery, the meticulous management of stress and sleep that creates the hormonal environment for growth. This is the architecture of rejuvenation. Brick by brick, habit by habit, you are reconstructing your foundation. The aches may not vanish overnight, but they will transform from signals of decay into signals of adaptation. The fatigue will become the honest fatigue of exertion, met by the deeper resilience of strategic recovery. So step forward from this moment not merely informed, but commissioned. Let the image of that bag of soil be forever changed in your mind. It is no longer an object of negotiation, but a symbol, a mere prop in the daily test of your applied knowledge. Your strength after 50 is not a fading echo, it is a choice. A choice to engage the siege, to reconnect the wires, to douse the inflammatory fires, and to anchor every rep in a purpose that matters deeply. This is your reclamation. The body you have is the very instrument you will use to build the body you demand. Now, go build it. Thank you for investing your time and attention in this critical conversation. The information we've shared is more than just a collection of facts. It is a blueprint for empowerment, a testament to the fact that your potential is not bound by a number, but defined by your understanding and your action. Take this knowledge not as a passive listener, but as an active participant in your own vitality. Your journey towards reclaimed strength begins with a single, deliberate choice to apply one principle, to win one of the 6 battles we outlined. Let that commitment be the spark. We are profoundly grateful you chose to join us. If this message resonated with you, pay it forward. Share it with a friend, a father, a brother, or any man in your life who deserves to know that his strength is waiting for him to reclaim it. Until next time, remember, Your strength awaits your command. Go and claim it. Goodbye.